Hola, muy buenas a todos y bienvenidos al cuarto capítulo de Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Y vamos a continuar. Un momentito que está mi perro ladrando. O va a intentar ladrar. Y bueno, vamos a ir sobre todo ahí porque... o no, vaya. Quizás tengo que salir por otro... que no me voy a ir a ningún lado, de verdad. Vale, quizás tengamos que salir por otro lado. Vamos a... entrar. ¿Esto no lo puedo abrir? No. A ver. Aquí, ¿esto qué? ¿Esto qué es? Un montón de
An
basura.
old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station. This part is probably...
Pues sí. Es como una zona de reparación o algo así, ¿no? Pero bueno, nunca está de más revisar. Esto no es la tetera, mira. La podemos llevar. Nunca está de más revisar. ¿Ves? Por aquí está esta peña. Está como esperando el tren o algo así. No sé qué está pasando. Watson, quítate del medio. Eso, vamos a correr. Rastros.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
T. Rodadas. Rodadas de carromato. Este es el carromato pesado, sí.
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Vamos a medir. Vamos a medir. Vamos a medir.
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy.
Sep.
These traces are relatively fresh. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Interesting. Interesting.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Vale. Interesante. Piñeo. Sherlock, por favor. Vale. Yo creo que voy a bajar un poco la vista. Así, que no, si no os voy a marear. Vale. Hola, señor caballero. Voy a hablar con usted, ¿vale?
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you
Claro.
later, my good man.
Tiene sentido ahora que el carro pesase, ¿no? Tiene sentido que el carro pesase. Vía robada, cantera negada, faltan raíles. Vía robada, faltan raíles. ¡Ting! Alguien levó los raíles para cubrir temporalmente el tramo faltante de la vía a las minas. ¿Puede ser? El tren está sepultado en las minas demolidas. ¿Puede ser? Chilenos sepultados. Fue asesinato premeditado. Los mexicanos mataron a los chilenos sepultados en el tren en las minas derrumbadas para ocultarlo. Hombre. A ver, es lo más obvio, ¿vale? Pero ahora mismo no sé qué decir. Claro. Si cambio esto, todo cambia. Y esto también. Uf, qué chungo, tío. Bueno, vamos a seguir investigando, que todavía quedan puntos y así no sacamos conclusiones. Si escucháis a mi pajarito por ahí, lo siento. La verdad que he hecho, lo he alejado, pero es que pilla muy fuerte. Vale. Aquí no sé si puedo sacar algo. No creo que pueda sacar nada, ¿no? No, este hombre está limpio. Este hombre está limpio. Vale. Tenemos aquí, ahora hay un almacén desmantelado cerca de esta y rodadas profundas causadas por un carromato grande con un chasis de unos 2 metros. Vale, sí, eso es lo que sabemos básicamente. Examinar el ramal que lleva a la cantera entre Chesterfield y ESTA. A la cantera. Tío, yo supongo que se refieren a esto, ¿no? No sé. Pero ahí igualmente no he encontrado nada. Creo, vaya. A ver. Claro, por aquí no me dejan ir, ¿no? Ah, pues mira, fíjate tú por
This
dónde.
railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look.
Vaya por Dios, y ahora seguro que se me ha desbloqueado, ¿verdad? ¿O no? ¿O no?
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Raíles.
The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Es que como siempre me echan para atrás, pues no sé si seguir, la verdad. Hostia.
The railway ends here. That is strange.
Pues sí. Vale. Vieja vía a la cantera, vía robada. A ver, alguien robó los raíles para cubrir temporalmente el tramo faltante de la vieja vía a la cantera. Alguien robó los raíles para cubrir temporalmente el tramo faltante de la vía a las minas. Yo sinceramente pienso que es el de las minas. Pero ves, si es eso, entonces sí que pasó por Chesterfield. Entonces, quizás así. Vale. Claro, es que depende. Claro. Entonces no pasó por ahí. Claro, claro. Joder, tío, es que es todo. Has encontrado y has utilizado todas las pistas. Madre mía. No me jodas. No me jodas. Pero es que esto ya es completamente del azar, tío. O sea... Tío, Watson, help.
All these trains and railway stations, Chileans, Mexicans, and Robinson with his prototype. Holmes, I'm utterly lost.
Yo también, Watson, yo también. Supuestamente ya hemos conseguido todas las estas. Y la verdad que estoy absolutely lost. A ver, yo creo que el señor Robinson es una víctima. Es una víctima a pesar de ser fraudulento, ¿vale? Y sinceramente pienso que básicamente esos chilenos se han dejado ahí para intentar matarlos. Entonces, ¿alguien robó los rayos para cubrir temporalmente el tramo faltante de la vía a la cantera negada? No. De la vía a las minas. Para esconder el tren, sin lamentar una vez el tren estuvo dentro. Y básicamente, pues chilenos ocultados. Los mexicanos hicieron uso de barcazas en el lago hace poco, probablemente para transportar algo pesado. Y este es que se queda aquí colgando. Es que quiero intentar sacar el resto, tío. Quizá hundido. Venga, pues vamos a cambiar esto. No, quizá hundido. Aquí tenemos otra. El tren se ha hundido en la cantera anegada. Chilenos ahogados. Fue asesinato premeditado. Los mexicanos mataron a los chilenos hundiendo el tren en una cantera anegada para ocultar. Es que, ¿cómo sabes eso? Porque es que, ¿cómo sabemos eso? ¿Cómo sabemos dónde está? Si está en un lado o si está en otro. Porque las declaraciones de la gente esta no parecen muy fiables. La verdad, no tengo ni idea. La poca humanidad de los mexicanos hacia los chilenos ha cegado muchas vidas. Hay que actuar rápido contra la estrada y permitir que la policía haga honor a su justicia sonora y veloz. Un riesgo de provocar un conflicto internacional. No es posible enfrentarse directamente con una organización criminal como esta. Requiere una aproximación delicada, darle a Macron una oportunidad de resolver el conflicto, aunque el proceso se alargue y los usa a su favor. Tío, pero seguramente tienen que haber otras. El nivel del agua supuestamente bajó. Con lo cual, si bajó, no tendría por qué estar el tren ahí, porque entonces habría subido, ¿no? Claro, pero subió por la otra parte. Vamos a poner que los chilenos se ahogaron. Asesinato premeditado. Y aquí, ¿qué elegimos? La poca humanidad de los mexicanos y los chilenos hace mucha vida, hay que actuar rápido. Hombre, no sé, yo sí. No sé yo. Yo creo que la policía mejor, ¿eh? A ver, lo confirmo, pero estoy menos segura que, vamos.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Claro.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Por supuesto. Hombre, estaría bien comprobar si hay
Well, the
algo.
case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Épale, épale, ¿qué haces? No, fuck.
How dreadful. 2 dead bodies. What a terrible ending to such a great case.
There, my dear fellow. It is all right. You did your best.
Qué putada, tío. Oh, mira. Qué bien. Hemos acertado. Bueno, ese se ha muerto, pero bueno, ha sido algo... Lo siento. Gente que hizo la misma lección moral. La gente no se lo ha dejado a la policía, se lo ha dejado al hermano. Bueno, la verdad es que yo con las cosas políticas prefiero no meterme. Qué bien, qué caso más extraño. Me ha dejado un poco loca, la verdad.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Yo supongo, espero que no. I don't know. I'm dead inside.
Pupil is dilated.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Que Sanis va
The
aquí?
temperature appears to be normal.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Se ha snifado aquí coquilla?
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Vale.
I need to concentrate.
Ah, vale, perdóname.
A weak pulse. Around 50 beats per minute.
Vaya, eso sí que es poco, sí.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes,
Madre mía.
imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Qué listo.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
What's happening?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the buff, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
Hostia.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Vale, pues venga, vamos a hacer un poquito de esta, ¿vale? Reunirse con Lestrade allí. Y esta es la otra. Ah, no. Carins es culpable. Esta es la anterior. ¿No podemos ver la otra? Ah, aquí. El misterio ferroviario. Vamos bien, vamos bien. Tenemos ya un arpón y un silbato de tren, jaja. Vale, pues nada. Espérate. Vamos a cambiarnos de trajecillo. Bueno, mira. Este que llevamos está bien. Pero lo quiero elegir yo, coño. Vamos a ver. El verde. Esta vez te vas con el verde. Míralo. Qué figura. Por favor, que te quiero ver. Guapísimo. Vale, vamos a mirar las cartas. ¿Está? A ver. Sherlock, querido hermano, has vuelto a cometer el más terrible de los errores. ¿No te das cuenta de que el imperio está al borde del conflicto internacional? ¿Cómo has podido pasarle un caso tan sensible a esos cabezas huecas? Pues bien, han detenido a los criminales, pero has leído los periódicos, has visto la que se ha armado, están metiendo en el mismo saco a todos los mexicanos. Y como sabrás, el imperio tiene acuerdos con gran cantidad de leales empresas mexicanas. Deberás pensar en ello. Me lo suponía, la verdad. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Pero bueno, es que son mafias, ¿qué hacemos, sabes? Bueno, vamos a los baños. A los baños. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Te duele el culo, Watson? A ver, ok. Oh, Dios mío, qué chulo.
Beautiful place.
with a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Bueno, yo haré lo que quiera.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
Eso que el arma sigue aquí.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Pues venga. A ver, señor Phillips, ¿dónde está este hombre? A ver, caballero, cuénteme usted. Hijo, ¿qué ha pasado?
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Por supuesto.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
And what happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Perfecto. Bueno, este hombre no parece mala gente. A ver. Los ojos, pequeñas arrugas. Los ojos están un poco rojos, caballero. Pelo cano. Ah, no, corta tijera, se corta el pelo mismo. Vive solo. Bueno. Botones brillantes. Ciudad de Manchester. Telegrama enviado hoy. Examinar la escena del crimen.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
A ver. ¿Por aquí?
The steam room's on the other side.
Perdón. ¿Está la segura? Aquí es donde se quitan la ropilla y eso, ¿no?
Expensive clothes, belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Botella de champán.
Champagne, for a special occasion.
Supongo.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Después del asesinato, vaya.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. These clothes.
Sospechosos y sospechosos. Esta es la ropa de los sospechosos que están ahí dentro. ¡Oh, my God! ¡Oh, Lewis! Joder.
Lord Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Rencoroso. Chicos, sois todos un poco sospechosos. Tú di que sí, tú que no salga de aquí nadie. A ver. Caballero.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Bueno, eso hay que mirarlo también.
Well, death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Pero no está blanco todavía.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Hombre, le metieron lo que sea hasta el cerebro, tío. Hola.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
¿Sabes que te puedo meter un pollazo y acabar como ese hombre en la... Te digo. A ver.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
A ver.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Curioso. No, yo quiero hablar con esta gente. Pero no, primero voy a preguntarle a Phillips. Niño.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Are you sure about that? Oh, mierda. No es la respuesta. Joder.
Did you leave?
No, sir. I did not.
A ver, telegrama.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
No te preocupes, hombre.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Hombre, claro. Por supuesto que es importante. Todo es importante, señor caballero. Bueno. Pues vamos a despedir el vídeo. Aquí, con mis amigos, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué os pasa? Te toques, Vamos a despedir aquí el vídeo. Espero que os guste este nuevo caso. A mí, sinceramente, me interesa saber qué ha pasado. Ese, por ejemplo, tiene una marca de sangre en la toalla y el resto no. Así que sospechoso primero. Y bueno, chicos, nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Y nada, espero que os guste la serie. Hasta luego.